Consequences of lying. A transgression of the fourth precept. For the most part, confusion in the world has been caused by lies and deceptions. Lies and deceptions are committed by children and adults alike of every social class and every nationality. The term, the boy who cried wolf, refers to a person who lies and deceives others. Such practice is called Musa Wata, and it transgresses the fourth precept. Musa means false or untrue, and Wata means words. Therefore, Musa Wata means words which are untrue. Lying is committed through speech, and lies can be expressed in two ways: verbally through words, and physically by the body. One tells lies by using false words. Physically, we can lie by writing a letter or a false report that contains misleading information. It can also be done by producing false evidence, printing false information, spreading falsehood through signs, or even making a gesture such as shaking one's head when one should be nodding, etc. Lies can be told in 7 ways. 1. To tell outright lies by saying that one knows something when one actually doesn't, or seeing something when one didn't. 2. To swear that one speaks the truth when one's actually lying, as in swearing to tell the truth on a witness stand, but not following through with what one has sworn to do. 3. To make false claims by saying that one has supernatural powers or knows the winning lottery numbers. 4. To put on an act pretending to be sick or in great pain to deceive others. 5. To play on words to avoid the truth and for the people listening to conclude erroneously, such as switching location then denying seeing a thief run past because one has no desire to be a witness of the crime. 6. To exaggerate the truth by adding false information or to overclaim something, as in product advertisements. 7. To reduce the seriousness of a situation by hiding facts or omitting vital information in a report in order to deliberately mislead others. In addition, there are other ways of generating lies indirectly, such as repeating something untrue but without the intention to lie. This is called Anurom Musa. There are consequences to these actions, but they do not violate the fourth precept, and they include: 1. Using harsh words aimed to hurt others or to insinuate. 2. Using sarcasm. 3. Using words which belittle or depreciate. 4. Being fickle and unpredictable in one's speech, but without the intention to deceive. 5. Using offensive words. 6. Speaking impulsively and impetuously. Another manner of indirect lying involves giving one's word earnestly and sincerely, but going back on it later. This is called Patisawa, which means not keeping one's word. Such practices tarnish one's reputation and include: 1. Not fulfilling one's promise and complying with what one had agreed upon previously. 2. Saying that one will or will not do something, but later doing exactly the opposite. 3. Going back on one's promise that had been given verbally and with a written contract. There is another type of speech that may be spoken or written which is untrue or inaccurate, but once spoken, it is not considered to be a lie. These are words that one has heard and understood to be true. This is called Yatta Sanya and can be divided into 4 types. 1. Rhetoric refers to words that are traditionally used, such as those at the end of a letter, like respectfully yours, etc. Although these words may not be completely truthful, this is not considered to be a lie. 2. Storytelling and words used in a play, a movie, etc. are not considered to be a lie because they are works of someone's imagination. 3. An honest mistake, such as giving the wrong date that one thought was correct. These errors are not a form of lies. 4. Unintentional verbal slip. This is not considered as a lie. To determine whether we have transgressed the fourth precept, the following guidelines can be used. 1. Is the story one is about to tell untrue? 2. Does one have the intention to lie? 3. Did one lie using one's words and/or gestures? 4. Did the recipient of the false information believe the story to be true? When these 4 components are met, the fourth precept has been broken. The severity of the consequence is dependent on 1. The level of the damage wrought. 2. The intention to cause damage to others. 3. The virtues of the recipient. If one lies to a Buddhist monk who practices righteousness, the consequence will be great. Individuals who habitually lie will see persistent images of their misdeeds just before they depart this world. Their minds will be pitch black and they will be reborn in one of the states of loss and woe, starting with the fourth sight of the great hell, to receive gruesome punishments. There will be a hell denizen with a long, sharp blade-like tongue, holding a club with sharp spikes in one hand and an iron ball in the other. He will approach the hell being and use its razor-sharp tongue to flay the outer layer of skin and flesh of the hell being and crush it with the ball and club. The hell denizen then fills a pail with fecal acid and douses it on the hell being until it dies from the agonizing pain. This will go on for a very long time. After the sentence in the great hell is served, the hell being will end up in Uttata hell, swimming in a sea of fecal acid. The pain is horrendous. The hell being will undergo countless deaths and rebirths here. Once the hell being has succeeded in swimming to the other side, crows with razor-sharp iron beaks will peck at the hell being's body and splatter it with their acidic feces. The pain is horrific, and the round of rebirth here lasts a very long time. After Uttata hell, the next destination is Yomaloka hell. The Yomaloka official will seize the hell being, throw it into the tank of boiling fecal acid. Once their karma reduces, they will try to escape. When they do, hell beings will be pierced and stabbed by sharp spears. The pain is horrific. If he twisted the truth as a human being, its body would be just as twisted. The more truth he twisted, the more twisted its body will be. When it is reborn as a beta, it will have a strange appearance. It will have hands where the legs ought to be, and legs where the hands would be. Its head would be at its buttocks, and must consume its own feces as a result of the bad karma of twisting the truth. After Yomaloka hell, rebirth will take place in the animal realm, beginning with the lower life forms, such as worms that live in fecal matter, or cockroaches that feed on feces. When the karma reduces further, it will be reborn as a dog, or other higher animal forms, but will suffer skin diseases as a consequence of lying and causing distress to others through his words. When reborn as a human being, he will have awful and crooked teeth. He will be slandered and everything he says will be contorted. His life will be complicated and miserable from all the misunderstanding and misconceptions. Therefore, we should abstain from all forms of dishonest speech or verbal attacks of others, especially virtuous individuals. It is not worth the punishments in the states of loss and woe. We should practice endearing speech by using words that are kind and encouraging, easy on the ear, honest and beneficial in order to help make our world a better and harmonious place.